Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery. In the last episode, we set up this steam turbine to process the steam that the fission reactor creates and turn that into energy. Also, I did finally notice that there are different units in Mechanism. Um, I didn't think about what this meant before, but it's very important what it means. So forge energy is what I'm used to. That's equivalent to redstone flux. So if it's in joules, that's actually 2.5 times as much forge energy, which is why the guy down there, the little energy cube, seemed like it was storing more energy. It's not. It was simply set to joules. And that's why it says 256 million joules rather than 102 million RF like I thought it had. Same thing for these pipes here. Alright, so that clears up my confusion with that. Also, I believe I found the problem with the radioactive waste barrels and why it was always going into the same one. So we were only setting this guy to burn at 1 millibucket per tick. And that meant we were only producing 1 millibucket of radioactive waste per tick. And you can't divide 1 millibucket any further, so it simply had to go in the first barrel it found. So if we burn more than 1 at a time, it should go to all of the barrels. So we've got a max burn rate of 10. Let's set it to 9, and let's see if we can handle 9, because we might generate too much waste, might generate too much heat. We'll have to see. So at 9, what happens? We appear to be okay on heat and on waste. Oh, we're not okay on coolant. Okay, so if the water runs out, this thing is going to explode. So let's hit scram and stop that right now. Let's try 8 instead, but let's see if they were just dissipated to all the barrels. You can see they are all on 300 roughly millibuckets of radioactive waste. So it does do that at least. If we set this to 8, can you keep up with the coolant then? Okay, there's a backlog in the pipes, so let's just make sure for a minute that it runs okay. It looks like it is, though, and there's nothing in the waste tank, so yeah, this seems to be okay. And this guy is producing, it looks like 96,000. No, wait, that's not right. Yeah, I think it is. So it can do about 96,000 redstone flux per tick. Okay, just making sure the coolant's okay. I want to be very careful about that because it would be very bad to burn through that. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think we're all fine on this. And the steam is staying steady. So, yeah. And it's got an internal buffer of 175 million redstone flux. So this guy charges our entire power system several times in just a few seconds. So our battery is back to full, and it's going to stay at full for a little bit, because we've got, what, 2 more batteries worth of energy stored in here? All right, 1.8, but yeah. All right, so that's pretty good. We can burn at this much. We're going to have to get more water somehow. I've got him on 5 of 6 sides. Only one more side I can put him on, the bottom. So, I mean, I guess I will, because, well, what else am I going to do? But it's very odd that's not enough. So let's see here. I need another ultimate mechanical pipe. Let's see here. These guys. Okay, I need to set him to not wrench mode, configurate mode. Okay, that should be correct. So I'm curious now, what happens if we set him to a burn rate of 9? Well, that just doesn't work at all. So I wonder if the sink really is sighted. Maybe it's not. We may have to get, well, Well, we're going to get something better than the sink for this, apparently. We could use, I don't know, 2 sinks, I guess, or I don't think he needs more valves, though. I think he can input from multiple valves. Let's just see about getting another sink. So if we get a sink, what would happen? Let's see here. We need one more terracotta. Okay. So let's put this here, and let's put this out as well. It still goes really down really fast. Okay. So, yeah, should be a pull on here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not doing any better. Okay, we'll have to find something better than the sink for this guy, but that's fine. We will do that. I just assumed because the sink was in the tier 5 thing. Is it tier 5? Tier 4. Well, I assumed because it was over here that you know, we could do this better, but maybe not. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Okay, we don't actually want to be. Why is he so full when everyone else is not? Make any sense at all. So we can whack him, but he should have been fine like he was. Well, whatever. We'll deal with that a little bit later. In fact, we don't actually want to dissipate the waste in these buckets. We want to put them anywhere else, basically. So, yeah, if we do that, yeah, I think it's pretty close to even now. But we don't want to throw away that radioactive waste. We want to turn it into polonium. So to do that, we're going to need a solar neutron activator, which is a quest in tier 5. So we need these black HDPE sheets, which is black iron and an HDPE sheet. Do we have those? I don't know if we have those. We need HDPE pellets, which is substrate, oxygen, ethylene. Okay, what's substrate? Biofuel. Let's see here. We can add ethylene to substrate to get way more substrate, or we can turn biofuel with water and hydrogen into substrate, and a side effect is it produces ethylene. All right, how do we get biofuel? Biofuel can be made in a pulse grinder or a crusher. That's a moss block. Is cactus one of them? Kelp's one of them. Okay, kelp is probably where we'll go. Saplings is one. Vines is one. I just kind of assume that cactus is one as well. So let's see. That's 32 EMC, that's 32 EMC. Let me think about the biofuel for just a second. Okay, yeah, either cactus or sugarcane will give us 4 biofuel from one piece in a crusher. So that seems like the way we're probably going to go. So let's set up a recipe for that. Biofuel uses for cactus in crusher is this. All right. And where's our crusher pattern? There's a crafter. Crafters aren't crushers. That's a basin. Here we go. Basic crushing factory. Yeah, you're the one guy who makes fluorite dust too. All right, so let's see here. Oh, yeah, we don't have that right now. We're going to get rid of that for the moment. All right, let's get biofuel. Let's say I want a stack of it, and we'll see how that works. So where is it crushing at? Crushing right over here. Okay, that should be fine. We've got our biofuel now. And we just need oxygen and liquid ethylene to make substrate. Yeah, any kind of water will do in here. So we need hydrogen as well. I mean, that's probably good because if we stop running this hydrogen generator, we actually have a lot of hydrogen. So let's go ahead and turn this guy off because I'd like him to stop with our hydrogen. Yeah, okay. So let's get this guy and this guy and this guy away. Put the 4 back, and we'll go back to our regular generators for now. That should be fine, unless these guys are running too much, which they probably are. We've got plenty of sulfuric acid, so everything is mostly working okay. We've got this guy being full on fissile fuel. We could go swap these tanks. Don't really need to, but we can, so. Alright, let's go dump this over here. He'll kick back on, but that's fine. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. Now we are making a ton of hydrogen gas, which we can put pretty much anywhere. So substrate is simply hydrogen plus water and biofuel. So let's see about getting some of that over here. We need a pressurized reaction chamber. So let's get one of those guys. All right, let's see here. Let's make this an enrichment chamber too. All right, there we go. Pressurized reaction chamber. And you can go right here. Yeah, and you're going to need to get biofuel. You are inserting oxygen. That is not what I wanted. So let's tell this guy to stop doing that, please. So with my pressurized reaction chamber, we've got this one right here, and you are the gas guy. Yeah, you can just stop doing that, please. And let's get a dropper, a gauge dropper, and let's just take that out of there. And I think oxygen doesn't matter. We're just going to throw it away. Should be plenty of oxygen. Yeah, we've got plenty of oxygen. I think we've been wasting it over here. All right, what we wanted though is hydrogen and water. And boy, we need something better for water. How are we going to get water into these guys? I feel like, can we go under the machines, or I could set up a laser IO just for the water, I suppose. I hate that idea, but I mean it would work. I could get rid of this too and just put the water right here and here. That's probably fine. Let's see here. We've got these basic mechanical pipes. Okay. Let's configure you. Okay, there we go. You happen to have a bunch of water in you now, but I don't think I care about that. This guy is getting water. And now, let's see here. He has a gas config, so let's clear this. Fluid config is fine. Energy config is fine. Items config, this should be input output. And then gas config should be input on the back. I guess there's an output of ethylene too. We better put input and output on the back. Alright, so let's start by getting hydrogen in there. So I need a hydrogen tank, which is what, you? No, I don't have one. What can we do about that? Do I have a tank of hydrogen anywhere in here? I have 1 bucket of hydrogen. Look, though. Okay, that won't help me. Okay, let's get a tank. Oh, here we go. Here's a container of hydrogen. Never mind. I guess I should keep another tank of 1 bucket full of all of these to set this guy up. But let's see here. You are my pressurized reaction chamber. Let's disconnect this guy. And let's say the south inputs gas, and it is hydrogen gas. And does that work now? It does. Okay. It's kind of slow. Can you extract gas any faster than that? So where's your hydrogen guy? You're oxygen, you're dioxide, you are sulfur trioxide, you are water vapor. Oh, this will be the wrong place, isn't it? It's going to be this guy here. Okay, so where is my extract on this channel? I put him in the wrong place, didn't I? That's what's happening. Let's copy this channel to here and get rid of this. And now he should get a lot more hydrogen. There we go. That's probably better. Okay, now I just need to export biofuel from here. So let's get that going. It's 2 words, biofuel. Okay, and let's just insert that into there. I need to get some biofuel. So let's go ahead and tell it that, let's see here, it's this guy. So you are power. We should copy that. You are refined storage out. I want to copy that, disable the channel, because I want to take this off and make it biofuel instead. And we'll say you only have 8 in you at any one time. Okay, now we should be making something. We are making substrate now. And it's not getting any more hydrogen in right now, but it's probably will in just a bit. Is this guy on? Yeah. He probably should be okay shortly. He doesn't look okay though, does he? Okay, well, I'll look at that in a minute. For now, let's get some upgrades. Let's get some speed and energy upgrades for him. There we go. Yeah, he is not getting any more hydrogen. Why would that be? What channel are you? Are you maybe not an extract on this? No, you are the quantum entangle porter. You extract on the down. And we could make it faster, but let's see here. Pressurized reaction chamber is right here. You're getting hydrogen, inserting on the south. Is it possible? Let me look at this real quick. I think it's the setting for the quantum entangle porter. It is set to extract from the down side, but I don't have it configured for input-output on the down for gases. I only have it as an input. So now do you have hydrogen? Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Fixed that problem. We're going to do something with the ethylene as well. We'll make a tank for that. I mean, I guess we'll make it right next to him, and we'll do something with that. So let's get one of these tanks, and we'll put him right down there. And then we'll say side config for gases is to input from the back, output to the left, and we will auto eject, and you should be inputting on the left. Okay, there we go. So there's where the ethylene goes. All I have to do is drag the items out of there. So what channel is that? Is that this one? Yeah, it should be RSN. So we just need to copy this guy. And I believe, do you have item set to go at the back? Item config. It's an input output on the back. Okay. Let's see, you're set to process. This is the pressurized reaction chamber. I am extracting only sulfur dust. I really don't think that's a thing we need to worry about, because he can only extract from one place, right? Well, it makes me wonder about that. Now let's get a substrate. And let's try filtering that, just in case the input-output is confused. So let's see here. You are this guy. Alright, so I'm confused why you don't run. What? How'd you get there? Huh. Okay, well, hello. You know, we gotta get some lighting better than torches over here. Which I think we might do next episode. Alright. Now, why aren't you running? You have hydrogen, you have water, you have biofuel. You don't have enough, but you should run, shouldn't you? Let me do more troubleshooting with XNet. Okay, the problem was we were out of power. I didn't realize this. Taking off this hydrogen guy meant that all of our power was unable to keep up. So that is kind of bad. So I just kicked this guy for a minute to have him make some power, and then he did. So if we had turned some more things off, would have been fine. We're going to have to figure out some way to stabilize our power better than this. You can see it's going down again. So we're having, you know, some problems. If that guy loses power, we are in big trouble. So yeah, probably need to put that gas generator back down there for at least a little bit. Okay, let's scram him. Turn that to 8. And let's activate him. I thought we were doing okay with 8 buckets of water. Alright, I feel like I've done something to the piping so that they don't quite work right. So I'll have to check that between episodes. But let's go back down to, I don't know, 4. Okay, we have enough for 4, but I've added at least 2 sides, and we should have had enough for 8 to keep going, and we do not. So we're getting 91,000 RF per tick with that. So I think this is sighted wrong. There we go. So, okay. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap up the episode there. I will try to work on the power problems. Um, but yeah, we are now making substrate. So we are one step closer to making the solar neutron activator. All right. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button. Come back and see us next time when we will do something else. What will it be? Come back then and find out. Thanks for watching. See you then.